So here I am in Seaford Cemetery on this beautiful and glorious day. Seaford is very important in Lazarus' story. When Lazarus came to Plymouth, when he first landed in England, he came to Plymouth and then they shipped him and all the rest of the soldiers up to Seaford. Here is a memorial, really beautiful memorial that is in the cemetery, and it says, "To the honoured memory of those soldiers and sailors who gave their lives for their country in the Great War 1914 to 1918, and those who lay buried in this cemetery." The weather today is just absolutely glorious, and to be honest, it's not a true representation of the conditions that the soldiers would have met when they came here. Lazarus and the British West Indian Regiment, they came over during the winter time, and they would have experienced the worst that this town would have had to offer in terms of the weather. It was cold, a lot of them went on to suffer from pneumonia, a lot of them went on to suffer from the mumps, the conditions of the barracks weren't really great, and unfortunately that's why 19 of them died. They died from illness and they're buried here. Lazarus was in North Camp, which is over there somewhere, and there's a school there now, and there's a housing estate there as well. Can we pan over there to have a look? So there's nothing there really in terms of North Camp, but it's a school and it's a housing estate. There was another camp where other soldiers went to, and that was South Camp, and that was closer to the sea. Now, Seaford is obviously a very important part of the history of the British West Indian Regiment, because so many of the soldiers passed through here for training. Also, it's an important part of my family's history, because this is where Lazarus ended up before he got shipped out again to go off to Egypt. As I say, I have to admit, it is a really, really beautiful cemetery. It's a little eerie walking around, but I've got to say, respect for how the graves are kept, and I'm really glad that I came up to here today.